Hi friends, I'm Aprajita, and in today's reading, we will channel messages from the future version of you. A version who is wiser, more evolved, and has higher perspective. A version who has overcome it all in case if you are going through something. A version who has achieved the goals that are in your best interests. So let's discover what messages this future version of you, would like to share with the current version of yours. And since future is not something that is set in stone, but something that we keep creating with our choices, where our choices are based on our awareness, they depend on our awareness. Let us also explore what choices you can consider making in order to embody this higher version of you. So as you can see, there are two cards and bracelets in front of you. Whichever card or bracelet you feel called towards, you can pick that bracelet and that is going to be your reading. Hi, pile number 1. So those of you who have chosen this bracelet, this is going to be your reading. So I pulled this card with the intention of reading your current energies. So this card represents your current energies. This card represents the future version of you, the energies of the future version of you. And these three cards represent the messages that the future version of you wants to give to the current version of you, and the choices that you can make in order to reach this higher version of you. And the card that you have chosen is of compromise. So let's first see this card, the card that represents the current energies. This card is of Six of Wands, and looking at this card, I'm sensing that what I'm channeling is that maybe you right now, after a long period of waiting and after a long period of tests and turbulence is also something that I'm hearing. After a lot of period of tests and turbulence, you're finally moving towards better days. That is what I'm sensing. Like, this card is of progression, a forward movement. And what I'm sensing is that this progression has not been easy for you. I mean, Six of Wands is a happy card in general, but what I'm sensing is that this progression, this movement has come for you after a long period of waiting, a long period of putting in efforts, hard work, patience. So you have been very patient to make this progression, and right now you are in the energies where you are finally getting the results of your patience and of course hard work. So you're finally progressing, finally making movements towards the life that you had dreamt of. And you're also getting the support of your peers or some well-wishers. You found some well-wishers along the way. That is also what I'm sensing for you. My focus is going on this horse. And looking at this horse, I'm feeling like, yes, it's moving, but it's also thinking about how far he has come, how long the journey has been. And it hasn't been an easy one. So, yes, you are finally seeing the results of a long term wait, a lot of tests and trials. Finally, movement has returned in your life, the spark has returned. That is what I'm sensing. Finally, that ray of light. You can sense that ray of light and you are moving towards it. That is what I'm sensing looking at this card. That there is finally something worth celebrating in your life now. And you had been waiting for this moment since so long. And finally it's happening. A sense of a kind of victory, a kind of victorious feeling is what I'm sensing. Even if it's not a very huge, very massive something, but when we have spent a lot of time in putting in hard work and no results, you cannot see any results those at those times. So at some point of time, we also start losing hope, you know. But when finally something hits and you know the arrow hits the mark and finally we start getting results, even if they are small in magnitude in the beginning, but those results matter to us. Those little wins, they give us hope, they bring our hope back. So that is what I'm sensing looking at this card, that you're finally feeling that yes, at least I'm progressing. At least I can see the signs. I can sense that yes, it's worth making the efforts. And looking at the card that represents the future energies of you, I'm sensing a very carefree person, the one who is finally starting the new chapter. The sun has returned. The sun has risen again, and you know, um, like the joy, the hope that you were looking for, that you were searching for, has finally returned. There are still certain challenges, but they are beneath you, like they are not so powerful. They don't have that grip on you. The flower has finally bloomed, the seeds of which you had planted. There's a lot of joy and hope that I can sense looking at this card, that your future version is finally living the chapter of life it has been waiting for so long. The chapter that you always wanted to begin, it has finally begun. I'm getting a sense, like currently, as you're moving towards the end of a cycle, as you want to close a chapter and you want to begin a new chapter. So this future version of you is someone who is actually living in a very different timeline. Like the timeline has shifted. How it happens that sometimes when we move on in life and we uh, reach our goals, our desired goals, the goals that are in best interest for us, for our highest good. When we finally reach uh, those phases of our life, and uh, then sometimes when we think about the past, it seems as if it was completely another life. That chapter, that old story. It seems as if it was, as if he or she was someone else, and we feel completely new in the present. you know the present which was once a dream for our past, the present version who was once a just an aspiration for a past version. We are finally living that dream of a past version, and now it actually feels like dream when we are living it in the present. So it feels as if it was a completely different life altogether. So that is what I'm sensing, that this future version of you is someone who feels completely renewed. It feels as if it's a completely new chapter in this past version of you. Of course, we should be grateful for those versions, and of course, those versions are very important because we exist because they existed. But you know how a nostalgic feeling hits us when we uh, when we just think about those versions, those times, and feels as if it was a completely different time, completely different life, a different timeline. So that is what I'm sensing, that this future version, it's like a very completely new timeline for you, or you are at a very different place, very different chapter. Maybe I'm also sensing the way you dress up and the way you carry yourself. Everything is going to change for the better, evolve, you know. And there will still be challenges, but they won't be as big as they were in the past. Like those challenges they won't scare you. You'll be like carefree. You'll be like, I know what I have handled in the past, and these challenges are nothing in front of them, and I have grown as a person. I know I can handle these very easily. So, kind of carefree nature has returned, and inner peace has developed, because every now and then certain small challenges, big challenges keep on coming in life. We cannot get completely rid of them, but if we have developed that inner sense of stability and peace, then those challenges don't even seem like challenges to us. There's a kind of faith that we had already developed in ourselves and in our life, or in a power that is higher than us. So we somehow have developed that strength that yes, we are going to overcome these challenges as well. So these are the kind of energies and emotions that I am sensing looking at this card. Like a person who is not even looking at those challenges, like not in a neglectful way, but in a way that yes, I know that these challenges are not as big as they used to be in the past, and I can handle it. So I'm just a lot of hope, a lot of, a completely new chapter, as I had said, that has emerged for the future version of you. A completely renewed energy is what I'm sensing. Then the messages that they want to give to you, and also the choices that you can make in your current timeline, current life, that can help you transition into this future version. They are represented by these three cards. Uh, when I looked at these cards, instantly a phrase came to my mind: stand your ground. And cut through the illusions. Cut through all the illusionary thoughts, all the misleading thoughts. Trust your heart, trust your intuition. So, when we have experienced a very long time of hardships, uh, I have realized that after that long period of hardships, even when joy returns to us, we are not able to trust the joy initially. It becomes hard for us to accept that yes, life has finally gotten better, or we are finally on the track to live that desired version of ours, or some of our desires are finally getting fulfilled. So it becomes a little, you know, difficult for us to even accept joy initially. But what I'm sensing is that the future version of you is saying that please don't trust these illusionary thoughts. Yes, we have been through a lot of things in the past. There have been many challenging situations, challenging moments, but they are just in thoughts now. They are over. We have overcome them. So please don't trust those thoughts which remind you of the past challenges and kind of scare you. It's past, it's over. It's not going to happen again. What we needed to learn from those experiences, we have learned it. And we won't need to experience it again. Have faith. Trust your intuition. Surrender. Look at things from your inner eye. Whenever you are at crossroads, whenever you feel that, there is a new version that is calling you and there is an old version who is still operating on some level and trying to scare you, or they are not actually trying to scare us, they are trying to protect us from the harm. So whenever you are at such a crossroads, just trust your inner vision. Trust that self which is beyond these illusions, which knows that the past is over and we are finally ready to claim this evolved version of ours. Because what is, the lessons that are learned and the lessons that are mastered by the soul, they don't need to be repeated. Those situations, those challenging situations, sometimes as souls we choose challenging situations in order to master certain lessons. Once we have mastered the lessons, what has been awakened in soul, whatever has been integrated in soul, it's integrated. So trust your intuition, have faith, and know that the challenges are over and there is this bright future that's waiting for us. As I already said, yes, there will be challenges, but they won't be as big as your mind is trying to scare you with. Surrender. Surrender is also a word that is constantly coming in my mind, and also looking at this card of compromise and justice. There is some similarity in both the cards. Like here, also this angel or this lady has this balance in her hands, and here also, there is this balance. And looking at these two cards, I'm sensing justice will be served, you know. And what I mean by this phrase is, you know, there is a rule of universe that universe never leaves any void. If anything has been taken from somewhere, it will always be replaced by something else. Now, what do we attract? That depends on our choices as well. But universe never leaves a void anywhere. The frequencies that we would be in, we would attract things and situations and people according to that. If we act from if we are still wounded, if we still in that wounded energy, wounded frequencies, so of course we will attract situations or people that would inspire us to heal those wounds, to take off those glasses of wounds, to take off those filters. But if we are at a frequency where we have mastered the lessons and we have understood the importance of the situations and whatever the situation was, whatever the soul was trying to master through the situations, if we have mastered the situation, whatever void was created due to those situations, it would be filled with that inner peace that we develop, the strength that we develop, the moments of mastering those lessons. So whatever void those difficult situations create in us, if we have learned the lessons of those situations, if we have, if we have made use of that situation in a way for our higher purpose, for our evolution, the void will be filled with that strength of soul, the expansion of awareness, the sense of inner peace, the resilience, the kind of peace that is not shaken by external circumstances, that is not dependent on external circumstances anymore. So in that way, justice will be served. I mean, that void will be filled. It will be filled with better opportunities, better days, joyful days, hopeful days. Sometimes it happens that the difficult situations in our lives, they make us bitter. And sometimes we actually understand that what was our lesson? Why did I attract the situation in my life? What was there for me to learn in this situation? How can I make best use of this situation, even if it feels, very difficult, challenging, opposing? Yet, how can I mold the situation in my favor? In the sense that how sometimes certain situations teach us surrender, certain situations teach us self-love, self-worth. So if we understand the essence of the lesson behind the situation, whatever that situation is trying to ignite in us, awaken in us, so when we understand that, so we get the sweet results of or the sweet fruits of the labor that we put in. You know, the courage to take responsibility, the courage to see beyond the emotional conflict of those situations, the courage to surrender. So then we develop that resilience, and joyful days always return. You know, life is never the same. I mean, all seasons are not the same, right? So life presents different seasons, different phases. Now it's up to us. What do we want that void to fill in with? Do we want to fill it with bitterness? Bitterness against people, bitterness for situations. My life is like this. You know, thoughts like that. Those negative thoughts. So what do we want that void to fill in with? Because void will always be filled. It's our choice. What do we attract from the universe? Universe is the reservoir of all things, you know, um, all possibilities. It's up to us what do we attract. If you become bitter, if you become, see, I'm not saying that be you know, positive in a fake way, or just have fake positivity, always smile, never complain. I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is that once the emotional wave of that situation runs its course, you know, like you're feeling angry in the situation, you're feeling sad at your situation, you're feeling frustration at your situation, you're feeling all those kinds of emotions for a situation, it's valid. But once those emotions run their course, are you still holding on to it? Or are you at least having an intention to reach beyond those emotions and see the situation from a bird's eye view for for your own upliftment? So that is what I'm trying to say. After those emotions run their course, then it becomes our choice. Do we want to continue the bitterness? Do we want to continue sulking about the situation all the time? Or can we really do something about it? Do we really have a choice? Often in certain situations, we feel helpless. We feel we do not have a choice because our thoughts, our emotions, they make us believe it that way. But is it really true? After the as I said, the emotions run their course. After those waves subside, and let the emotions run their course. Let the waves rise and uh, feel it to the fullest in those moments. All the frustration, anger, sadness, whatever it is, feel it. Don't develop fake positivity. But once it's over, once it's, and we know that, okay, now we can, now we have a choice. After that, we really have a choice whether to keep on continuing that way or whether to adopt a different path. Okay, so this is what your future version is also trying to tell you, that please cut through the illusionary thoughts and please bring that balance. Please bring that balance. Trust that inner light, the self that is beyond all these emotions and all those challenges. Feel the emotions of the moment, but after that, trust the self, trust that inner wisdom, Know that it knows the way, it knows the truth beyond the emotions, beyond the thoughts. Okay. So now finally, let's pull one oracle card for you. Let's see what the future version of you wants to say to you. What is that one message for pile number one? Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Let me read from the guidebook. Things are changing at a cellular level. You are not who you were a year ago or who you will soon be. You are in between, emerging, half risen, half falling. Keep doing the work. You are transforming. You will look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world and within yourselves. It's time to release old ways of being that have kept you in fight, flight, freeze mode. To choose a new way of being where trauma is not the driving force. Very aligned messages. Old childhood patterns are rising up to be healed. As you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment, they loosen their grip and fall away. You are being called to find new ways to self-soothe. Saturn and the Black Madonna and the African goddess Ocean influence this card. Saturn represents destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that has been cast aside, and Ocean represents the tender love of the original mother. A rethreading is happening, healing at the deepest of levels. While you are in this phase, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. You may need to review your relationship with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regime or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. You are deeply loved. You can repeat this affirmation. I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. So, a very aligned message, and I was also feeling called to say this before reading this oracle that if in case you're unable to see beyond these illusionary thoughts, or if it's becoming difficult for you to do it on your own, you can seek support from therapists or someone who is skilled to train to support you in that way, right? But please keep very good care of yourself because you are in this transition phase, and of course you are going to move beyond this this difficult phase if you are in right now. The future you is definitely in a much more hopeful, positive, and a very new, very renewed energy. Okay, so this was your reading, pile number 1. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Lots of love and blessings to you. If this reading resonated with you, you can like, share, or subscribe, comment. Thank you so much for watching. Hi, pile number 2. So those of you have chosen this bracelet, this is going to be your reading. So this card I had pulled with the intention of reading your current energies. This one to the energies of your future self. And these energies, these cards, they represent the energies of the messages that the future version wants to give to you, and the choices that you can make in order to move into this desired and a higher version of you. Okay, so for the current energies, I am feeling that maybe there are some financial constraints in your life right now, and you're worried about it. Maybe you're worried about your financial stability, and you're holding on to whatever savings you have. And looking at this pentacle, I'm also sensing that it's like a, burden of thoughts on your head. I mean, it looks less like a pentacle to me and more like a burden of, thoughts. Like how will I pay the bills? And I mean, financial constraint. That is what I'm sensing. Looking at this card. I'm also sensing that maybe some of you may have lost your job recently and you're surviving on whatever savings uh, you had made. So you're spending money with a lot of caution. You're really worried about your financial situation right now. You know how this person is holding all the pentacles, two pentacles beneath his legs, one in between his hands. So I'm sensing you're clutching on to um, whatever money's left and whatever you had saved. And I can sense this worry. How will I pay the bills? And a lot of mental burden. And maybe these thoughts, they're occupying your mind a lot recently. Like you're constantly thinking about money and, like your financial situation right now. Yes, financial constraints. That is what is um, coming to me again and again. Also, this card is number 4. So, it's like I'm also sensing that the stability. I mean, it seems that you're worrying that whatever money you have saved, it won't last for long. So your stability is at stake. You're worried about that. The security, the stability. Of course, money gives us security, it gives us a stability, and yes, I can sense a lot of um, energy of worrying right now. Financial constraints, as I've already said multiple times. But but interestingly, the future energy of you is Ace of Pentacles. I mean, it was very surprising to me as well that the way the spread transitioned from this Four of Pentacles, where I sense this worrying energy, financial constraint energy, and Ace of Pentacles. I mean, the card of ultimate financial independence in the tarot deck. And I'm not giving false hope. Okay, like I'm just reading what came, because I know that when we are in these kind of situations, it's very difficult to believe that we are ever going to move into this situation, because everything feels bleak around us, hopeless around us. So I know you might be wondering that, okay, this can't be true. But anything is possible in this whole universe, you know. Universe is magical in that sense. If at one moment, if in 1 second, you may lose your job, so in another moment you can gain something else as well, something better. Everything is possible in this universe. That is what I am sensing, you know. It's like money is going to come to you. Of course, you need to make efforts, but this is such a prosperous card, you know. This card represents prosperity, growth, and financial abundance. Like there are many cards in tarot deck which represent prosperity and growth and whatever, but monetarily, financially, Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful card representing that, and that is what has come for you. I also sense a divine support, you know, whenever I look at this hand. It's like an opportunity that is coming straight from divine. You know, it's how we say, no, in certain situations that it was divine's hand. I didn't do anything. Some magic happened. I don't know from where that opportunity came and everything, you know, flipped, and I just, you know, my days changed. So that is what I'm sensing. That it's going to be very divinely brought to you. It is going to be a 180-degree flip, a 180-degree turn from whatever you are experiencing right now. There is financial abundance in the future you. So the future you has come in this reading to tell you that don't worry, we are going to get that stability back. Of course, we need to put in efforts, but divine is with us. The divine support is with us. You know, we are co-creators with the universe. We can only create in the situations that universe presents to us. By co-creation, we mean that universe presents us certain opportunities and certain, you know, how we make a recipe. The ingredients are provided to us. Now it's up to us what we make out of it. So that's how we co-create with the universe. The ingredients are presented to you. Now you make something out of it. So universe is going to offer you some opportunity. There is some opportunity that is going to come. And you are going to grab it. You are going to create along with universe. And you are going to reach this stability. Ace of Pentacles is also about stability. So as I was saying that, I see that in the current energies, your stability has shaken. But in Ace of Pentacles, I can see the stability has returned. Multiplied. Okay, so I know it's a little bit difficult right now to believe in this, but I'm already reading what's being shown in this spread. All the cards, they've come on their own. So yes, there is financial stability that will return, even if this seems like a hopeless situation right now. Okay, and the messages and the guidance that your future self wants to give you, that what can you do in order to reach this version. So the card that you had chosen was it's ask for help from others. You know, in this asking for help from others, in this message I can see in this card as well, the Hierophant, and also in Six of Cups. Actually, I had pulled these three cards first. Eight of Cups came, so I pulled a clarifier card, and Six of Cups came for that. And looking at these cards, I'm sensing that the message ask for help from others is becoming more strong, you know. It's coming even strongly that, even more strongly that you should, I mean, there is someone who can help you out of this. Um, See, what I'm sensing is that if right now you are just sitting in your own space and worrying about financial condition and whatever has happened, and day in and day out you're just thinking about it, so I understand that this is a very difficult phase right now. But I'm also sensing that if you just stay in your room, and if you do not get out and just keep on repeating those thoughts in your head, you may even slip into depression. Okay. um, and it is not going to help you. But there is someone out there whom you can seek, and from there will come this opportunity for you to build your financial stability again, to regain it. So um, if you already know this, that if you already know this person, if it was already in your head that yes, this person can help me, but right now you were not in that energy to go and talk to them or discuss with them or this and that, or if you're shy, or if you do not like asking for help, I think it's time to break those barriers of yours and go and ask for help from them, because actually they are God sent. That is what I'm feeling called to say, that they are actually God sent. This opportunity that I was talking about, the divine hand. See, divine cannot, uh, he cannot just come over here and, talk to you straight away that, okay, this is this, and that is going to happen. No. Because in that case, how are we going to co-create? No. So they give us opportunities. The universe, they present us with opportunities through people, through circumstances. They give us signs. They give us uh, motivation. They cheer for us. The universe. So this is the way divine is trying to help you. Universe is trying to help you. The universe is trying to help you through someone. That is what I'm sensing. And I'm also sensing that you know who this person is. And in case if you do not know, um, have faith. Have faith. The right person uh, will come along. You. I'm also feeling called to say that if you're feeling called to apply for jobs, for another job or something, please go for it. Like, don't, I know it may sound like a harsh advice right now, and I totally understand your mental condition. But as I had already said, that if you keep on sitting in your room, just thinking about your financial situation right now, it is not going to help. I know it's difficult to step out and start from scratch and all of this, but trust me, it's like the universe is only waiting for you to step out. The rest of the opportunity is waiting outside. The opportunity that will bring this stability back in your life, it's already waiting for you to meet. Sometimes we think that universe will do something, and then our life will get, our situations will get sorted and everything will work out on its own. No, sometimes universe is also waiting that you step out first. You take the first step, take that leap, and universe will catch you. And I'm sensing exactly that for you. Don't believe these thoughts. Okay? Rise above those thoughts. I know it's difficult, but do it for yourself. Build that courage. Cut through those thoughts, all that mental fog. Cut through it. Step out. If you know who this person is who can help you, go and talk to them. They are ready to help you. And if not, then whatever choices you have in your head where you can apply, whatever job opportunities are coming to you, go and apply. You are going to get the help. And it's not going to be long, like it's not going to be a long time when you'll find the right help. It's not like that you'll have to do endless searching and we'll need to keep on searching, and no, it won't be a long search. That is what I'm sensing. It's like universe is already ready to present that opportunity to you, but you will need to take the first step. See how in this card as well, this lady is giving this cup to this another lady. So someone is already ready to give that opportunity to you. The opportunity is already waiting for you. Just step out. Okay? Move on from whatever it was. Don't keep repeating those thoughts in your head. It is of no use. I know it's difficult to break that loop sometimes, but the best way is not to fight with those thoughts, but to start doing something else. Sometimes we just need to ignore those thoughts. Okay, sometimes we need to. Sometimes we need to sit with them, but sometimes if we find that no, it's kind of loop and it's not helping, then we need to step out and channel that energy in a different direction. And for you, it is to look for that opportunity, to seek that help that is already waiting for you. Just move on from all this past, because the opportunity is already waiting for you. There is someone out there who is ready to give you that opportunity. And I believe in this thing that the places that we are meant to be in, the places that we are meant to be in, those spaces, they are already reserved for us. Sometimes we worry a lot, we fear a lot, we feel okay, what if we get afraid of competition, we get afraid that, oh, will I get this opportunity or not, or will I get that, even in competitive exams, will I get that seat or not, or no, but what I strongly believe in, that the place, the seat, the opportunity that is meant for you, that space is reserved for you, and you will get there anyhow. And even if after continued efforts you face so-called failures, that means that thing was never for you. It was never meant for you. Okay? So rejection is divine protection. I'm saying this from experience. Rejection is divine protection, and wherever you are meant to be, you will be there. You will be guided there. Just keep on taking these steps. Even if they are baby steps initially, just take the first step forward. Just keep on walking. In whatever space you have to be in, whatever workplace you have to be in, whatever kind of job you are meant to do, you will be guided there. It's for you. No one can snatch it away from you. No one can take it away from you. Universe is abundant and it has surplus for everyone. Nature is very benevolent. It's only humans who do not respect nature. It's only humans who are greedy. Otherwise, whenever any need is, whenever any need takes birth, its solution, its replenishment has already taken birth before it, before the need. So right now, this financial stability is your need, and the opportunity that can replenish this, the opportunity that can solve this, it is already birthed. Believe in this. It's just waiting for you to find it, and you will find it. There are no wrong turns here. There are no wrong paths. You will find it. But you need to take the step. The only condition that universe has is take the step forward. Don't, if you just keep on sitting, if you keep on repeating those old thoughts, then universe can't do anything, right? Universe can only create those opportunities. And this is also what your future self is telling you, that the opportunity is already lying out there with someone. It is already out there. Just take that first step forward. You will find that right person who can help you, the right opportunity that is waiting for you. Because you are made for it. It's not going anywhere, but you need to take the first step, right? Just move on from the past. Acceptance is a very important lesson in our lives. Acceptance of what it is, for exactly how it is. I know it's a big thing sometimes, it's a difficult thing sometimes, but many situations, difficult situations, has this lesson behind them. Acceptance. When we truly accept a situation from our heart, and with that acceptance in our heart, we take a step towards our upliftment, the universe responds. The next best opportunity comes to us. You're very divinely guided. Okay? You're very divinely guided. If you're feeling completely clueless, completely hopeless, if you even do not know how to take that step forward, I'm feeling called to say go and visit a place of place of high energy, like a temple, church, mosque, or whatever faith you have, whatever religion or spirituality, whatever you believe in, whichever higher power you believe in. Okay, visit that place of high energy. Just sit there, take some deep breaths, surrender at their feet whatever you are going through right now. Even surrender this, ask them that please show me the way. And I am sure that you are going to get the direction that you need to come out of the situation. Something would happen. Because when we pray, when we pray about our situation, it's also a form of acceptance. We accept what we are going through in some way. And, when we completely surrender from our heart, okay, that this is my situation, and I surrender it at your feet, it means I'm accepting that this is my situation. And that higher power takes care of it. Some help would come, because help is definitely out there. That is what I'm sensing. It's not like you are completely directionless and you do not, I mean, you may not understand it right now, you may not see that right now, it's okay. But from a bird's eye view, from the lens of your future self, the opportunity is already waiting there. So even if you do not know who this person is, from where to start, what to do, if you're completely clueless about it, just go and visit this place of high energy, higher power. Surrender it at their feet. Ask them genuinely from your heart to show you the way, and you are going to get help immediately. I'm telling you. Matlab, I mean, it won't take long. I'm not saying that it is going to take a lot of days and a lot of days of searching and no. I'm feeling a very swift energy, a very fast action. But have patience, okay? Have patience at the same time. Because surrender also demands patience. Because surrender means having faith. Okay, so now let's pull an oracle card for you. Let's see what guidance your future self has for you. Number 2. What was I saying? Your guidance is divinely guided. Akasha. Akasha is the fifth element, the etheric element. Your guidance is divinely guided. Let me read this from the guidebook. Akasha exists in the fifth dimension and the library of souls. All soul contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points in the timeline of our lives that are predestined or pre-planned. Soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you chose to work for, oh my god, a relationship you planned to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. Let me read it out aloud once more. Whatever it is, know that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. That is what I was saying, right? That whatever is meant for you, it is meant for you. It is not going to miss you. If you are waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You are likely living out an important part of your soul's journey and you are exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. It is time to call in the support of your helpers. Oh my god, isn't this very aligned with this? Ask for help from others. It is time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and the spirit world. And how do you do it? How do you call your helpers from the spirit world? Visiting the shrine or whatever it is, right? To trust the signs coming, to take note of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive. For you are tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha, and you are being given the go ahead to proceed. So this is an affirmation that you can say, I open myself up to receive the wisdom of the Akasha. I am ready to download any information from my soul records that is in my highest good and the highest good of all right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, what a beautiful card and message, right? And these words, soul contract, again and again, that's been repeated in this message as well. I feel that this person, who is going to help you, have a soul contract with that person, and it is not going to miss you. So I am feeling very strongly, that you should visit this place of higher power. If you're 100% clueless, you do not know what you want to do, what you can do about it. If you're 100% clueless about it, please visit this place of higher power. It will activate something in you. Something would click. Something would download. Okay? So pile number 2, don't worry, you are very divinely guided. The messages are very much aligned, and I hope these messages resonated with you, and thank you so much for letting me read for you. And if these messages resonated with you, you can like, comment, share, and subscribe the channel. And lots of love and blessings to you. Thank you so much for watching.